Nasty Nate fans, YouTube, whatever? Welcome back to the Nasty Nate channel. Make sure you subscribe in the corner down below. Today, we are looking at a car that I've wanted for the past like 6 years probably. Ever since I figured out what the heck they were, I wanted one. And one popped up for a steal of a deal. So we're going to look at it right now. It's actually only 30 minutes away. And when I get there, I'm going to post the video, or I'm going to put the video right after this video, so you guys will see what it actually is. But yeah, let's go see what it looks like, and stay tuned, and then we'll try to buy it and see what happens. So let's see what happens. All right, guys. I know most of you follow me for my truck, but before the truck thing ever started, I was super into my Jetta GLI Mark IV, whatnot, and ever since I saw the E36 M3, I had to have one, and it had to be Hellrot Red, 2-door, 5-speed, preferably not a 95, because I got big plans for it. So we went to look at this thing, and this dude apparently has like 30, 40, 50 people messaging him about this thing because he thinks the head gasket is blown. And I drove it down the street, I don't know, probably about 10 minutes, and got it up to temp, and it drove fine. Like, there was nothing wrong with this car other than a couple rust spots in the roof, which you saw. And the guy would not come off of his price at all. So I tried to haggle with him or whatever for like probably half an hour, and I ended up paying the full price, which I'll probably reveal in this video. Maybe, I don't know, I don't want to tell you yet because I haven't bought it yet. I put a $1 down payment on it. He wanted me to put a down payment on it so he could sign the title and whatever tomorrow, and I had $100 bills or a $1 bill. So I put a $1 down payment on this car, and I'm going to get the car tomorrow. So I'm gonna drive it home, and no, maybe we're gonna trailer it home. I don't know yet, but next video you see in this video is gonna be something with this car. I'm gonna show you all the details of this car and what we have planned for it. So stay tuned, guys. Another project for the Nasty Nate channel. All right, some of you guys probably know what this car already is. If you do, put it down in the comments. But I bought this car for $2,000, and I've dreamed about putting an LS in this thing for the last like 6 years. And I've had no intentions of buying one of these right now, and I just wanted to work on my truck. That's what the channel's all about right now. But this thing popped up, and my dude Jesse back there, this is actually his shop, he sent the link to me to buy this thing, or the ad for it, and we went to look at it, and I could not leave without the thing. So stay tuned to this video, and I'm going to show you around the car. It is an E36 M3. It's a 1997 BMW, if you don't know what that is. 2-door, Hellrot Red, which is one of the best colors I think they put on these cars, and I only wanted to buy a coupe. So stay tuned. This is one of the dream cars, and it's going to be badass. All right, we made it back to the shop. No problems at all. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I drove this thing from like probably 45 minutes, almost an hour away. Stopped at Chick-fil-A on the way home. And dude, this thing is like, never skipped a beat. The guy told me it had a blown head gasket. He thought because, I don't know, he replaced a bunch of cooling items on the car, radiator, all kinds of hoses and stuff like that. I'm guessing he was probably checking or chasing a coolant leak, but I think that he may have thought, you know, since someone put new coolant in it, it didn't bleed the cooling system correctly. Maybe that is why he thought it had a blown head gasket. But I drove it home with the heat cranked just in case, to make sure I didn't overheat the car while I was driving it home. And never, I mean, it got up to temperature, and then it just stayed exactly in the middle the whole time. The temp gauge did, and nothing, I mean, no issues at all, no issues whatsoever. So I'm gonna walk you guys around the car right now. Just some things that I noticed. The paint is like actually really good for a 97. I think, well, definitely the hood's been repainted. I can't tell of anything else, but small dent here, just some random stuff, man. I'm definitely gonna take off the front plate thing or bracket thing or whatever, because I hate that stuff. Looks terrible. It's actually the law in Ohio, but I'm never running a front plate on any of my vehicles because it just looks terrible. But this fender is pretty faded, but that will definitely come back with a paint correction. This side of the car looks really good. It's got like barely a rust spot right here. I'm definitely gonna try to sand that down or something, get that fixed before it destroys the whole quarter. That's a really common thing on these. They actually like rust out completely like this. So I was super excited to see that it wasn't like that when I saw it first. And then the trunk is bad. I mean, this happens to every single one, and the trunk is easy to replace. This thing is not that easy to replace, so I'm gonna sand it down and see if I can't just, you know, sand the rust off and then repaint it. But I want to make sure that the rust isn't deeper than that, because this thing is going to be hard to replace. It wraps it around to right here. That's just some seam sealer, but that's definitely part of the body. And then up here too, which is just the trunk, I don't really care about. And this is probably the worst spot on the car, which it's not that bad. I want to get it looked at, or I'm gonna dig deeper into this just to make sure this isn't gonna go, you know, south anytime soon. But super stoked for this car. And oh, actually what I just noticed is I own 3 vehicles. All right, this Jetta I've owned forever. I mean, for probably 4 or 5 years. It's like deep blue pearl, no, what is it called? Galactic blue pearl. So it's dark blue. Then we got red, and we got the white Chevy. So my 3 cars that I own are red, white, and blue. What is better than that for the Nasty Nate YouTube channel? Anyway, guys, I'm super stoked on this. We're gonna get like some kind of dope edit for this video of the M3 that I just bought. But make sure you stay tuned to Nasty Nate for more of the LS swap on the M3. I can't wait, man. All right, guys, my dude that I work with, I've been friends with for a while now, Voss K. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. He just did a dope edit for this thing. It's like cinematic AF, and it should be pretty cool. So I'm gonna throw that in the video right now. Make sure you stay tuned to Nasty Nate. We'll see you in the next one.